Hello. It's been a little bit since I've done a chat video with all of you, so what better time than now to rectify that? To kick in the new year, so to speak. And on that note, I just wanted to apologize since I actually did make a end of the year chat video around the Christmas holiday period, just kind of wrapping things up, summarizing where I was at that point and what the plans were for going into the new year in the future. However, it ended up being 18, almost 20 minutes long, and so I just ended up not feeling too happy with that, and that's something that I want to address and improve upon, is making my videos shorter and to the point. I like being chatty and making it feel like a discussion, stuff like that, but I don't want to waste your time either, so I'm going to work on improving that. So without further ado, I'm going to shut up and move on. So that's why there hasn't been anything for a bit. So I'm just going to basically redo that video now, and it's going to be at the end of the first training block of the schedule, and then just kind of summarizing how things have been going and what to expect moving forward. So, the first block of this training program has gone great, fantastically. I bounced back much better and faster than I anticipated. It's gone very well. I'm very happy with it. So, that's fantastic. As you've noticed, enunciation is important. The video format for the upload since the end of the previous year, 2023, to now, it's been much more shorts focused. I decided to change up the format of the videos for at least the time being, just to kind of try out a different sort of approach and just kind of focus more on doing shorter form videos so that I can kind of upload videos more frequently, about 2 a day if I can manage it. Usually at the top set of an exercise and then the back offset of an exercise, and just kind of pumping those out on a more consistent basis. And just trying to kind of experiment with that and see how that goes. I do like doing the longer form videos with, you know, the warm up and build up sets and all that, putting it all together so it's a bit more of a training session vlog, but those do end up taking a lot more time to compile together and stuff, and edit and all that, and then also breaking them apart and making those into shorts and stuff like that. It does take up a lot more time, so I figured that also makes it a bit more helpful in that regard. I can just focus on the particular kind of exercises and sets that have a bit more of a highlight, so to speak, and then put those up. And yeah, just see if that kind of brings in a bit more traction, viewership, and growth. And yeah, see how that goes. And then also, when I can, every now and then, do videos like this where it's more kind of face to face, no, not really, my face to your screen, kind of chat videos and stuff like that. So do those as much as I can. So yeah, that's kind of why it's been that way going forward. It was a conscientious decision to do that. Not saying that I'll ever go back to doing kind of that style that I had before, but I'm just giving this a shot out. And you know, it's just how it is nowadays, especially with the main platform, YouTube, and all that. It's very short centric focus based, because it's just how all tech and media is going towards nowadays. It's just, you know, very short attention span, get those quick dopamine hits and then move on. Cheers, by the way. Just hitting the coffee before I get into the next training program, the first of the second block of the program. Speaking of which, by the way, I've mentioned it before, and I really need to get to it, and I think that this is now a good time as ever to finally get around to doing that, hopefully soon. I would like to do a little short, comprehensive review of the program that I've been doing. As I've said before, was created as a free program that was made by Benjamin McIntyre, And yeah, I'm still sticking with it, and I love it. It's been going great. I really enjoyed it, and I've been making very consistent progress with it. So I'm gonna try and do that as soon as I can. And I'm on the 3rd run through of it now, so I think I can give a really good, honest assessment and perspective on it. So yeah, just a little quick message to Benjamin McIntyre. Hi, hope you're doing good, my man. I still do follow your channel, obviously, and I watch your videos as much as I can. To be honest, not as much as of late because I've just been busy and all that stuff, but I am still following you. I don't always comment on videos and stuff all the time. I'm much more of a lurker most of the time. But yeah, so that's why you haven't kind of seen me for or heard from me, I should say, on your comments and stuff for a very long time. I just haven't been commenting as much as I would before. So yeah, that's my fault, but I'm still following you. Yeah, I see that you're going on the road to bulking up to 105 kilos. That's cool, man. Can't wait to see the mass monster Ben in action. It's gonna be great. So yeah, I do need to improve upon that and start engaging with your videos a bit more. Just to let you know, I'm still following you and everything, so yeah, keep up with it, man. And so that kind of is a good segue into the next thing, with body composition and specifically bulking. So to round up where I was at the last, like from the end of the summer to the end of this year, I did a cut, and I was at about 102.5 kilos. And then I cut down to, at the lowest point I got down to, after my cutting and then subsequent recomping for a couple months, I got down to about 95 kilos, which is the lightest I've ever been in a very, very long time. And that's a huge difference, 102.5 to 95, big difference. Yeah, and I was very, very satisfied, very pleased with the results of the cut and the subsequent recomposition of it. Got to a very good lean body weight, like an athletic lean body weight. I got to about 15%, almost dipping into 14. It was like low 15s. So that's exactly where I wanted to get to. I wanted to get to about 14 to 15%. And yeah, cut down, and 95 was the lowest end that I wanted to get to. So I got to like exactly where I wanted to be. The strength obviously dipped a little bit, especially with bench press, and that's to be expected, with cutting body weight and stuff like that. So it was fine. But I am overall very happy with how it went with being at such a low body weight and stuff. I was still making progress and PRs with my lifts where I can, particularly more so with squat and deadlift and stuff. Bench press just kind of like chipping away and just trying to push it and get it up as best I could given the circumstances, but I was very happy with it. I would have liked to have done a PR test at the end of the year, but yeah, right as I was finishing up the 3rd block of the program, my energy just completely crashed and dipped. So I didn't think it would be in the cards. So I just figured, I'll just take the wins that I got, and then just kind of regroup and focus on the plans for the future, and just keep building myself up and building the strength up. So that leads me into what I am going to be doing, have been doing this year, and then what to expect going forward. So at the end of December, like when I finished up that block at the end of December, it was like I finished it like just at the starting of Christmas vacation, so it timed out really well. I've now started going in the other direction with the body composition, and I've been starting to focus on slowly yet surely accruing mass bulking. So, but like I just said, I'm wanting to do it slowly and gradually. I'm not trying to rush it. I don't want to accrue too much body fat as I can help it. And I've got no goal to be in a particular weight class or weight range or anything like that. There's no deadline. You know, I'm not competing or anything like that, so I can take this gradually and slowly. So I'm working on just being in caloric surplus higher than I was obviously before, but not being too aggressive with it where I'm putting on weight too quickly, where, you know, the ratios can be a bit off with muscle accruement and fat and stuff like that, you know. So yeah, and also I always eat clean. I don't eat junk or anything like that. And even if you know, if we get takeout or something like that, I usually always go for the healthiest option that I can. So I've always been very disciplined, so to speak, with that kind of stuff. I eat as cleanly as I can, and I eat relatively the same foods throughout the day, so it's easy for me to kind of track and estimate what to add and what to take back and stuff. Yeah, and I'm not a snacker or anything like that. Haven't really been for a long time, so I don't have any worries with that. So I'm very meticulous with that kind of stuff. So I'm just working on to very slowly pack up the weight. So the goal for that is to get it to the very least back to where I was before. So about 102 kilos, 102 and a half technically. But I'm thinking to push myself even farther than that and to get to the heaviest that I've ever been. I'm thinking top range would be about 105 kilos. So that would be quite interesting, you know, to get myself up to that bulked up, thick state, you know. So you're gonna see the fluffier me return in the future, so you can expect that. And yeah, and that's also been translating into how it's been going with the block, with this first block with the training. Just packing on a bit more surplus with the calories, being a bit more liberal, for a lack of a better term. You know, having a surplus, a bit more calories in the diet. It has immediately made a positive, significant change in the progress with my training, particularly with bench. Once I started doing the lean bulk, I guess you could call it, the gradual bulk, like it was just like a switch was being flicked on, and immediately the bench has just been progressively going up and up and up very, very quickly, just session to session, week by week. So that's really encouraging, and I'm already, as you've seen with the previous vids, I've already been getting back to relatively to where I was before, when I was at my heaviest before I did the cut and my strength dropped off, to potentially even stronger, you know, with the 115 by 3 that I just did with bench press. That's a new all-time PR to this point of recording or whatever. And so I'm currently now I'm at, so when I started, just before I started, I was about 95. That was the lowest I've been. Now I'm up to about 97. Been kind of wavering between 96 to 97 for the past like a couple weeks or so. But now I'm kind of more from my weighings. I'm trying to do them fairly regularly to kind of gauge where everything's going. I've been kind of more sitting as of late in the past, like maybe a week or so. I've been kind of sitting more closer into 97 now. So I will cap it and say that as of recording this video, I'm about 97 kilos, 97-ish. So I'm just trying to track it on slowly yet surely. And like I said, it's already paying dividends, having that surplus in there. So, yeah. And yeah, deadlift is going great. Squat is also going great as well. So I'm still quite light compared to where I was before. So I'm very, very excited to see how the progress for the lifts is going to keep tracking as I keep gradually putting on the weight. And once I get back to like where I was, if not even heavier, you know, it's going to be very interesting to see where the progress is going to go. I'm very excited. Like 2024, I'm very excited for the progress for this year. So that's what to expect in a nutshell moving forward. Is I'm going to be packing the mass back on. This is going to be the year of the bulk. And just pushing the gains, man. 2024 is just onwards and upwards, baby. Full steam ahead. So that's what to expect. Like I said, I'm going to try and make more chat-like videos like this as much as I can when it's relevant. So, and then the rest of it's just going to be kind of a shorter vids of the highlights of the training with the lifts, and then some accessory kind of stuff every now and then, something, a little extra stuff. Yeah, so that's about it. Before I start to ramble any more, I'm just going to cut it off here. This has already been pretty long, so yeah. But I had a lot to cover, so expect that moving forward. I'm really excited for this year. Let's get it, baby. 2024 is the year for gains. Let's go.